Los Angeles has finally had its full southern release, and was it ever a roller coaster ride? If you haven't had a chance to see it yet, make sure to watch the video of me minting some of those properties during the stress test with Montecito Heights, and you can find that video right in the top corner. Hey there, John Henry here, SSFTG. Today, I'm going to review how the first portion of the LA launch went, how my experiences were, what I was able to do, what tripped me up, and if I was able to achieve my minting goals in southern LA. Make sure to stay tuned to the end for some of the clips of me missing my beloved McDonald's mint. I almost got it. And me minting a big beefy property on Santa Monica Boulevard. So first off, how did the LA launch treat you? Did you bag any hot properties that you were gunning for, or did you get the spinning wheel of oblivion? Let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing from you all. I went into southern LA with a few goals that I wrote up here. Let me get them up. So this is my goals list, just so you can kind of understand what I was trying to do going into southern LA, because some of these things worked out really well, some of them didn't. As an example, Harbor City and Fairfax were split up, so that was a little bit of a curveball. But, you know, as with everything, there are going to be some new opportunities to learn from, but that way at least you know what I was trying to do along the way. So on day one, as you saw in the minting video during the stress test, I was able to achieve my goal for the most part. The launch was smooth, I had a few hiccups along the way, but overall it went smooth, bagging my 3 hold properties that I was gunning for, and flipping a few along the way to cover the expenses of those 3 hold properties. I spent in the range of around 89,000 UPIX, and my budget was 100,000, so pretty close there, and I flipped out 79,000 on the side. So effectively, it cost me about 10,000 for the 3 properties in Montecito Heights. Pretty good success there. The LA launch stress test on the 26th went really smooth, all things considered. There wasn't a ton of lag overall, there were minimal spinning wheel issues, a very quick to mint, list, and flip. Out of 10, I would easily say, you know, the 26th stress test would have been a 7 or an 8. Then we go to day 2 and, you know, for the rest of the southern LA side of things, and that was a little bit different. It started out really well and seemingly like it was going to be a repeat of the prior day, which is super exciting. The first stress test portion launched in Mount Washington, and that went well. I grabbed my 3 properties that you can see over here. Just on the edge of the Mount Washington border, but I was able to grab those inside of there. And along with that, I was able to, you know, flip out of 2 properties along the way to keep the ball rolling. My goal was to spend roughly 100K, and that is about what I spent. I flipped out of 50K though because, well, I got spinning wheeled a couple times and was unable to grab a few of the properties in here too. Overall, nice, not too bad. Then things shifted a little bit when they implemented a slight delay after the Mount Washington launch, and that shifted from launching Fairfax and Harbor City together to launching them separately. Harbor City was not something that I was expecting to do much with from the start, so this shift wasn't super amazing for me, but I was still able to bag a few properties there on the cheap while I was waiting. I think I spent maybe 20,000 UPIX here, so this part was kind of a flop for me. Then Fairfax opened up, and my goal was to mint in the northeast corner to open easy access to Hollywood for my main objectives on Hollywood Boulevard and Santa Monica Boulevard. But Fairfax opened up, and so did the lag issues. Not too bad, but slowing down a bit. I was able to grab 2 properties right on Melrose Ave, which, you know, I'm hoping that this ends up being a collection. But aside from that, it is also in a nice position in the top northern east corner. Not exactly what I was looking for, but 2 properties on an avenue. I'm hoping that that's enough to complete a possible collection if it becomes one. And those 2 properties, even though there were only 2, they still set me back 60,000 UPIX. I'm very much hoping for a rare collection or better on Melrose Ave. Not quite a success on my goal for the northeast corner again, but, you know, a great landing on a possible collection, so I'll take it. Finally, after a few more minutes of downtime between neighborhood launches and Fairfax calming down a little bit, we had the rest of southern LA open. I immediately jumped over into Hollywood in an attempt to snipe a few on Hollywood Boulevard and those Hollywood Boulevard properties per my plan, but I was met with a spinning wheel of death. I could not get anything to load properly. Nothing. Everything I clicked, it lagged out on me. When I finally was able to send to a location, they were already sold out. It was a mess. It was a massive, huge miss for me on Hollywood Boulevard, which was really sad because I was there, I saw the properties, they were green, I was able to click on them, but it just lagged me out. I couldn't get the job done there. So I gave up on Hollywood Boulevard, seeing it sell out almost immediately and right through my fingers while I was watching a spinning wheel of loading, and transitioned over to Santa Monica Boulevard, hoping to grab something there instead. After beating my way through what seemed like 4,400 hours of spinning wheel loading times, I finally managed to grab a single property on Santa Monica Boulevard, which you can see right here. It may not look very big, but this was a chonky one. 104,000 UPIX just to mint this bad boy. Very, very expensive on Santa Monica Boulevard. Not quite a win, but it will hopefully make up for the miss on Hollywood Boulevard, getting Santa Monica Boulevard instead. Again, make sure to watch the clip at the end of this one because it was awesome. I was finally able to get something super exciting. Things fell off pretty quickly from here after I attempted to transition to downtown LA, which was met with a wall of lag and spinning wheels screen time, only to find out that everything I was looking to buy was already bought during the lag spike. As you can see here, I unfortunately was not able to get any downtown properties, which was a pretty big flop for me, so instead we shifted over to Venice. After moving over into Venice, my objective was to get a property or properties in Venice Beach as far south, or well, as far close to the water as possible. You'll notice that my three, although they're not directly on the water, are pretty far down there. And during those three, again, we were dealing with some lag spikes and bouts of spinning wheels and crashes and all of that. And after having some of that frustration mounting, they moved into maintenance. I called it quits for a little while there, took off and grabbed some lunch, and came back and finished minting off a few extra ones. And in all, I was personally able to mint 31 properties in total, and sold 6 of them along the way. My end numbers ended up looking like this. We've got 3 in Montecito Heights, we've got 3 in Mount Washington, 3 in Venice Beach, 3 in downtown Inglewood, 2 in Melrose Ave and Fairfax. That was a close one. 1 in Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood, 3 in Harbor City, 3 in San Pedro, and 5 in Harbor Gateway. I spent a total of 665,000 UPIX, but I did sell along the way 119,000 UPIX in flips, and I'm still holding 26 properties, which, of which 2 are for sale to flip, and the remaining 24 are going to be held until collections are announced. But that won't be for a few weeks, since we still have the Northern LA launch to go. Here's the takeaway from this monster launch in Southern LA from my perspective. First of all, there are still a ton of properties left to be minted, so it's a great location regardless. And let's be real here, we all know LA as a whole is going to be a huge location down the road anyway. Upland is creating something that nobody else has, and it's doing it on a platform that is literally brand new. These launches and these stress tests and these issues and problems and lag spikes and crashes and everything that comes along with it, it's part of the territory. It can be frustrating for sure. I might have done my fair share of yelling and screaming at the monitor too, but it's ultimately steps towards progress. I am very excited for the Northern LA launch, but after having my liquid UPIX balance cleaved into almost nothing, I'm going to have to do some work here building this back up before next week. I hope your Southern LA launch was incredibly fruitful and you were able to fill your bag up nicely with some of the properties that you were hunting for. If you aren't in Upland yet, make sure to click the referral link in the description. You are seriously at one of the best times to get involved. With major city launches like LA hitting and traffic to the metaverse catapulting into the stratosphere, it just keeps getting better and better. It gets you in the game with some starting upics, and if you decide to invest in the game and really get the ball rolling, you get a massive 50% bonus to your upics up to 50,000. Basically, if you were to buy the 100,000 upics package, you would actually get 150,000 upics after the bonus. Be careful though, you only get that bonus if you use the link to register in the first place, so don't miss out on that easy upics perk. Have an incredible rest of your day in the metaverse, and without further ado, some highlights of my minting day as promised. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the metaverse. Bye.
Walgreens is gone. One last send, come on. That's not the right way at all. One last send. No, damn it. I thought I had it. No. Oh. Oh, I thought I had the McDonald's. No. All right. Oh man, my breath was just on hold there. Jeez. Well, I got the 3 properties. I thought I got a McDonald's. I missed it. Oh, that hurts. Fairfax is next. You don't have time. We got to go. Where's Fairfax? Hang on, there it is. Fairfax. Give me that Melrose. Just watching and waiting. I'd like to get 3 on Hollywood Boulevard, but I'll take any, right? I mean, this one's going to be getting hawked by people too, so. Oh, they're gray. Here we go. Give me a blue. Give me a blue on Hollywood. Blue on Hollywood. Blue close to Hollywood. There we go. 8 cents. Spinning wheel of death. No. 126,000. Holy shoo. Geez, these things are expensive. Spinning wheel of death again. I'm going to use a send to go over a ways here. Oh my God, I'm spinning wheeling hard. Not on Hollywood Boulevard. Come on. Oh, wow. That's a million upics to buy that big boy. Holy crap. These things are expensive. Are there smaller ones, please? I don't want to. Holy moly. How about something like right here? Right here. They're creeping this way. I can see them. Hello, can I get a move, please? I've got 2 sends left after this. I'm going to make a big buy, 104,000 for the one on Hollywood Boulevard. Woof. On Santa Monica. All right, I'm going to leave it at that one. That's all I'm doing in Santa. Holy mother, that one's an expensive one. Jeez. All right, let's see what downtown's looking like here. Holy moly.